Today's episode is brought to you by MyBookie. For all your betting needs this season, check out MyBookie. Use promo code YKWD and they'll double your first deposit. You play, you win, you get paid.
You know what, dude? You stink. You know what, dude? Fucking you moron. You know what, dude? Look at this cocksucker. You know what, dude?
Ooh, nice.
Really, dude? Really? You know what, dude? You stink.
Man, all
Welcome,
right,
you
there
know
we go.
what, dude? I'm your host, Greg Stone.
No, you're not. No, that's... We just lost a lot of Patreons. What the fuck is this Greg Stone working guy?
Can I ask a question as a longtime listener?
Yeah, long-time listener, long-time fan. Go ahead. First-time caller?
When did you revert back? Because I know I heard
I
you
did
had
it-
it for the Joe episode.
I did it last week, and I kind of liked it.
I love it.
I love it, and I want to put it out there to people. If you have we did it a long time ago. I put it out there like, look, if you have a YKWD new song, original, please send it in because we're gonna look for a new song for the show.
Nice.
So we're working on one right now.
Can I give you one right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what, dude? I'm loving the time I talk with Mike and Bobby, dude. Done. And $100.50.
Bubba, you didn't even put
$100
the name of but the podcast wasn't in it.
Well, didn't I? Yeah, I said, you know what, dude?
No,
You know what, dude? I'm having a good time. Margaritas and limes, party time. No good? Give me that's 200. I already did two.
dude, try it again, but really try this time.
Really try.
Yeah, but don't do it in a Neil Diamond.
That's
Do-
how I
All right,
sing.
all right, we'll do it in
That's
Neil
his
Diamond.
theme song voice.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like
All right, try it again. Ready?
You know what? No, I got to do Neil. You
Go,
know what?
All right, go ahead. Do Neil.
You know what, dude? Get on top. Ride it out. Podcast time.
That was not bad.
That is pretty
That was
good.
you were very close.
I had to close my eyes for
I
it.
thought it was.
That was
do
like your
do you have
chocolate chip-
anything?
No.
You-
That was like your chocolate chip the movie.
You have nothing.
Like, no, not at all. That was
Oh,
perfect.
you're not silly like us.
Someone will remix that for us.
I'm not silly right now. I'm in the biggest headspace and just
You're really not a silly guy.
I am very silly.
Oh, then do one.
But right
Come on,
now
be
I'm
silly.
just not silly.
Shake it off.
I'll back you up no matter
Shake
what.
it-
I'll
ba-
float you. No matter what
Let's go.
happens, I'll
We'll
float
both
you.
float you. Go.
I have nothing. I truly
Come
I
on.
can't access
Jump out the
anything
plane.
at
Jump out of the
bottom.
plane, man. Just
throw
do
a
it,
parachute.
Michael. Let's do it, Bubba.
You'll find
no
it.
way
Come on.
this goes
One,
well.
two.
There's no way it goes
One,
bad.
2, 3, and
You know what, dude? We're podcasting with our friends, best friends, sitting at a table at midnight on a Tuesday. Not with stories, but with topics.
No topics.
No
topics.
direction.
No, it's a comic. Hang.
I've never been this hard in my life.
Oh, that was good.
Never. And I've seen Eliza Minnelli naked.
Have you?
Hell yeah, dude. I used
So-
to hang with old crew.
What the fuck? What?
I have no idea.
You didn't see Liza Minnelli naked.
No, I don't
You
know.
Son of a
Come
bitch.
on, where am I going?
I don't know. I thought you were in the set of Author 2. You shit pussy.
I thought she was in the hospital you used to work at, and you may have like snuck into her room and caught.
That's the closest
Caught a
that could
glimpse.
have possibly happened as I did a speculum exam, a vagina exam.
I thought you could have been like a union worker at a theater. Her farewell tour. And
hanging
you just,
from the drapes.
No, you just walked by her room and the room and her door was open and her fucking twat was hanging out of her silk robe.
That's the real story why you changed your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Get that fucker. He saw my snatch.
It's everyone who's seen her snatch is dead. And that's why I'm Greg Stone.
Yeah.
And not
like
Greg.
Clinton's dick. Ooh, conspiracy.
Follow the bodies, Bobby. Follow the bodies.
Oh, I did. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the. You know what, dude? Podcasting. All right, so, anyways, it's been a tradition. Here it is. I wasn't going to do this show tonight. I canceled it. I had a guest book. I apologize if you hear this and you're like, I was supposed to be on it. I had a great. Who was supposed to be on it?
Higher profile.
Judy and Sean Patton.
Judy who?
Gold.
Wow,
Oh, those are two good guests.
Yeah.
two great
This
guests.
is the worst show.
Terrible.
Oh, this is.
two whites on the way
Do you know how
down.
great that was? You know how great that would have been with what happened this week?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll talk about that in a second. But I canceled it because I was away, and I burned the fucking candle at both ends. I went out to Vegas on Thursday to run the set, Sal Volcano's bachelor party. Then I got this Netflix thing, not to run the set, but I got the Netflix thing, and I wound up staying. I was supposed to come home Sunday. I wound up staying, and I went run the set, and it got so fucked up running the same set. It got bad. It was great. Then it died. And then I was panicking. And then it went from 18 minutes to 13 minutes. I was like, fuck me. And I was forgetting shit. And by the time we shot, it was, unbelievable. It was what a great show to be involved. Miss Pat, Adrian, Darnell, Nikki, but Norton, one of my great friends was there. And, to film a TV show with him, I've never done a TV show like that with one of my friends. I remember Bird and Patrice used to do it.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, and then I was like, I was just like, oh my God, this
You
is
didn't do
so.
Down and Dirty?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
wow.
They wouldn't pick me.
That's crazy.
He tried. He told me I tried, but they wouldn't. I was fine,
Yeah.
but
There
Norton.
was so much pain.
That was fine. Is it still there? It's fine. Keep your tongue in jail. It was fine. Norton fucking murdered. Everybody murdered. So
How did it work? Was there a host that brought you each up
There
individually?
was this dude from LA, big fucking chubby guy with crazy curly hair. He was a really nice guy. He went out and just murdered. And then he went out and just opened him up. And then on the first show, I went last. So I don't know what the fuck happened. The second show, I went first. So basically, he was like, give it up for Robert. He would be off stage and then you just kind of walk out,
Okay.
do your fucking time, and then walk off. And then the next person would come up and give it up for Jim Norton. So you wouldn't see that guy again.
That's cool.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
filmed two, or they filmed
Two.
you just did one,
Two in one night.
and they take the best of, or they just do
Well,
literally two sets.
Well, they sent them to me. Well, the problem was, this is my point, as I was getting to. I went directly from there at 3 a.m. I flew to Tampa to my best friend in the world, Mike Calta, the best guy. I love him.
I was nervous for you
Fucking love him. Why?
because you wrote like I almost died, and I
tell you,
messaged you.
I almost died because I went from the Rio bed to the Wynn bed. Guys, rich people are rich because of the things that they have.
Yeah.
And their beds are better.
Yeah.
They're not a little better. It was the difference between the bed at the Rio, which is the bed I usually stay in, that type of bed, and the bed at the Wynn is 9 million times better. I took a shower and got into some fresh panties. And went into this bed, and I was like, oh my God. It was like being hugged by 17 angels. Every pillow
Yeah.
was around me. Everything that I lied on was soft, kept me warm but cold.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Dude, everything about this bed, I was in the middle of it, and I was like, I'm gonna die tonight. I felt like, okay, here it is. I'm gonna grab my chest in the middle. I'm gonna pull one of these comic in the middle. Was he sick? No, a little overweight. But, what happened is, in the middle of a sleep, he just died. I'm like, I'm dead. This is how you. I've never felt this comfortable. So I'm gonna die.
You'd be lucky though to be found dead in such extravagant
be the
accommodations. Didn't Hedberg get found in like a motor lodge or something like that? I mean, that's the worst.
New Jersey, we get them all.
Yeah, just find me in the middle of a king wind bed.
Yeah.
Just a shit stain. Just unloading a whole week of buffet food from the Rio.
After we scooped away all the cum, we found a drowning Bobby. They found out you drowned.
I drowned him.
You didn't even jerk off. You just pulled the blanket over him.
So yeah, it was unbelievable, dude. You walk in the room, you hit all on, everything turns on, and the drapes and the shades open,
Ooh.
and you hit all off, and everything goes black. It was. I can't tell you how great
It's
it
like
was.
Tony Stark shit.
Yeah.
These slippers next to the bed was fun. I missed radio. I was like, fuck it. I went through radio,
Oh, yeah.
and I never do that. But anyways, I went to Mike's, and then I did 2 and 2 Friday and Saturday, sold out. Side splitters, fucking fans are the best.
Mm.
See me 3, 4, 5 times, dude. I can't fucking. It's the best. And then I stayed at Mike's house. He's got a mansion.
Oh, that's the radio guy.
Yeah,
He's great.
he's the best.
I met him with List and I did Side Splitters. That guy was awesome. He was super funny.
super. He went on to Time.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw
Wow.
He goes, yeah, you might not do Time. He had some good jokes too. You know, when your friend's like, oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm like, all right, dude.
Sure. Enjoy
Why
it.
don't you go on before me? You know what I mean? I don't want you to. He
that.
killed.
Did people lose it?
He killed it. He really did good.
Has he ever
That's
done it?
great.
I don't think so. No, he just does radio.
Jeez.
Yeah, those days are over. He's gonna bump me. He's gonna middle for me and just bury me now. I just created a monster. He's doing all my fucking fat jokes. We're both the same guy. We have the same wife. Just go up and like, yeah, we heard it. Oh shit. But it was great. But anyways, I got home Sunday. I didn't want to fucking deal with shit. I was like, I'm canceling it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay home. And then I forgot that I have to do the show here anyways. And then today I was just itching to get back at the mic.
Yeah.
Well, I bet that show downstairs woke you up a bit too.
Well, no, I called before. I just wanted to talk,
Yeah.
you know, because I love doing my podcast. I love the fans of the podcast. I met so many of them this weekend, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking bail on them. Last week they had Lewis, and he did great, but it's not me. You know, it's not Italian Bob me. You know what I'm saying? And so much shit happened this week. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much crazy
Are we
stuff
getting into it?
happened.
Are we going?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
wait,
get
are we
into
getting
it.
into it? Are we getting into it?
Yeah,
I've
let's
been
get into
thrown
it.
into the deep end.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, here it is. I mean, here's the deal. Okay,
Mhm.
here's the fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
How do I say it? I'll just go and say it.
Mhm.
I'll just say it. Q-tips are not what they were. Whoever makes Q-tips now, remember back in the day when you got
Yeah.
a Q-tip and that you could drill your ear and it would never fall off? They just fall off. The wheat thins aren't the same. There's a lot of shit going on.
This is what we
Q-tips
talk
are
about
like
now.
loose cotton candy. It falls apart in your
In
ear
your
as
ear.
opposed to like whipping it all up.
It should be, it should get, how great is it to clean your ear with a Q-tip?
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
It
You get a
is
good
like
cue.
touching your own bee. It's nice. It feels good.
Your own
Touching
bee.
your own.
Touching your
What?
own bee. You get a little touching. Your own
What
bee.
do you mean touching your own bee? What's
It's
your,
an
what's
erogenous zone. It's an
Where?
erogenous zone.
Where's your bee?
Come on, your beehole, man. Get in there.
Oh, what?
When you accidentally wipe a little too hard and you're like, that was great.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You want me to?
Especially with a wipe. Dry paper
Yeah.
doesn't feel good. It's kind of like sandpapery.
Yeah.
You might have nicked something.
I like that. a
But if
little
you
bit.
get a wipe and it's a good swipe, maybe a little bit of a knuckle in, you're like, I could
Next
see
thing you know, you're
making
on-
a career out of this.
I was wiping my butt one time. My wife walks in. I'm on all fours. She's like, "What the fuck happened here?" Anyway, well, I had escalated to the point of making love to myself. What was
You
about Q-tips for?
You didn't lock the door.
I never lock the door. I want her to see. I say, "Watch what you've married. See what you have done to your life."
Oh man, I had to masturbate through a baby crying the other day for the first
what's
time.
Got you.
wrong with you?
It was so difficult, but I mean, you gotta push through
No,
because
just go on the road
yeah, I'm going on Friday,
Yeah,
but
wait.
I'm taking Feeney.
Wait to masturbate?
in the same room.
I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
they will
buddy.
not accommodate two of us
Oh
separately.
fuck, dude! Just
Good
jerk
for
off.
you.
How much is a room? You're staying at the Wynn. It's probably $20 for another room. Just get it, you fucking queers. Stop sucking each other off on your weekend gay extravaganzas. Yeah, we're going away to do comedy.
Then who are we going to tell secrets to? Just through the double doors.
yeah.
Tell it to that fucking little chubby ginger.
I know. He's usually who I go to.
All right. Well, we're of course we're joking. We're talking about all the Shane shit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What were you bringing up before? I forget.
What about what?
What were you-
You were about to say the N word, right?
And I'm dead. And that's it. And that's it. We should dissolve like when Thanos snaps. Like after every word, you just go,
yeah, it's
I am inevitable. And we're just gone.
It's just it's getting nuts. Here's the problem though. People are like they're going back in everybody's history. It was literally a week ago when he did this.
Yeah,
It's not like
He said it to Lauren. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, man, good. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't go back in people's history. It's like he said it.
Week ago.
Yeah.
He said it literally. He said it literally like a week and a half ago.
It was a Patreon episode.
Well, at least they got past the wall.
Honestly,
He did it on the iPhone 11. That was recorded on the iPhone 11 Pro.
Yeah, I gotta say, it surprised me because I guessed wrong the slur. I thought it was gonna be a different.
Oh, yeah.
And when it was an Asian guy?
No, I just didn't think it was gonna be an Asian slur. I thought it was gonna be one of the others.
Oh, one of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, round them out. What are they? In alphabetical order.
I can't even do that anymore.
Yeah.
10 years ago, we'd be whipping these out.
Are you guys worried? Are you worried for real?
I'm done. I'm already done. I'm not. You look at whoever you look at. I've only done fucked up shit. I'm a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm garbage. If you want to go back and find stuff, you can. It's there.
Yeah.
I'm not the same guy I was 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, you have a kid. All of a sudden, you start thinking about like, oh, even my act.
Mhm.
Like I'm starting to write cleaner stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm looking in the future when my kid's 15 and he's going to be looking at all the stuff. It's like, look, I'm going to have to deal with what a piece of shit I was
Yeah.
and the things that I've done
Yeah.
and said, but I am not racist. I love all races. I love all people. I love gay, trans. You can do whatever you want in my book, but I make fun of everybody. I've done fucked up shit. And if you want to go back and get me, you can.
But that's the thing, right? All of this was done to bring joy.
Yeah, the
You know,
intent is
everything was
Yeah.
to literally bring joy. And they're like, you're bringing hate. It's like, I don't know. You have to subscribe to my podcast to hear that shit. You just don't get it. Like, you don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not you. They don't get
Well,
it.
here's the problem is they were like,
Who's
we don't,
they?
they don't want him to get
I want-
fired, but this bullshit is going to get him fired.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get him fired, maybe contact him.
Oh, but it's also not about
What do you
getting
mean?
fired. They don't want him to work at all. Like, people are pissed that not only did he get fired, which, that's a corporation and all that stuff, but then there's people like, oh, he's just going to get fired and amass a huge following of alt-right supremacists, and then he's going to tour theaters, and it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you want him to do? Die? What's the end game here?
Hang on.
It's not me. My phone.
Is that your phone?
I don't have. No one likes me.
Whose phone is that?
Oh, no, I
Is it
thought
yours?
Nobody. Here's the thing. I don't even think they want to fire people. They just want, because if someone has something and they can get a piece, then they become famous.
There was a
and they get their fame.
Conspiracy. You want to hear the conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
they hired him on purpose.
Yeah.
I thought it was a work. I thought
They
it
hired
was.
him on purpose. They knew this was all ready to go. They knew he was a right wing, Trump supporting, fucking had all this shit. They were like, yeah, don't worry about it. And they wanted to, as soon as it happened, they had this kid called him out, and they wanted to get attention drawn to SNL this year, to the people that, hey, we hired Asian people. We fired somebody who was, blah, 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 and you did the right thing. And here, blah. And now everybody's going to watch SNL the first night to see what it's like.
They would have watched more if he was on.
I think that could have been an interesting opening opening
That's,
night.
I'm not saying,
weekend piece.
first of all, stop. Don't talk to me like,
Listen, you son of a bitch.
that's not my theory. That's the conspiracy theory that I heard that people think. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah. I did think that they knew but weren't going to fire him. I thought they were like, we'll have someone with a little controversial. It'll bring heat. And then I think that they maybe just went, oh, then they could be cowards about
What'd
it
they
and
do?
fired him. Oh.
How'd they do it?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't know if any of it's true, but how could you not?
I think they for sure
In this
knew.
day and
Anybody
age?
that could Google him knew. He knew. I assume he was up front in
everybody.
in
Everybody
conversation.
knew what he had shit out there.
Yeah.
They just thought that they could skim through it, and you can't play on NBC, CBS, or ABC. You can't be on network TV because they will bend to 17 people.
Mm-hmm.
They just It's corporations. There's millions of dollars. It used to be the alt-right Christians that would get people fired.
Yeah.
Now it's the alt-left.
Right.
It's the left, these fucking nerds. And it's funny because you want to go back, the kid who ratted him out, you want to go back and, okay, what did you do?
Yeah.
Like, what have you been, like, okay, have you been perfect? You've never said anything anywhere. Like Billy Bird when he was here, he was like, if everybody's text messages were released publicly, we'd all shut our fucking mouths.
Yeah.
Because we all fucking say shit.
Dude, but 90% of them, I don't think they even really. I do
You don't think Asian people fucking say mean shit about white people?
my wife says it to me every night.
You married an Asian?
Yeah. Yeah. And she
Really?
always, yeah, and she always
Get
goes,
outta
"It's
here."
way too vanilla in here. Yeah. She always says that shit. It's like her family. They all hate me, but they love me.
Yeah.
But they hate me.
But they love to
But
hate.
they love me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know they hate you?
No. They have, they have their crack. Everyone has like little white cracks.
He sees them
Oh,
talking,
you know.
but it's in a delay.
Yeah. No, I love her family, but they're, yeah. But they always do the like, too spicy for Greg. And I go, come on, I do it. I eat shit just to try to like not be the white guy.
Burn your tongue so you can
Yeah.
be fucking accepted by some dude with a long hair on his upper lip.
No, they're the best. I didn't really understand what you were saying there, but I love you. And
They have those big long hairs.
Oh, yeah, like
Thanks.
I got it after. Once I pictured it, it was hilarious.
Sorry.
I was thinking of a hair lip. And I was like, I don't really get it.
I have a mushy mouth. I give myself the bomb bandana, but it's not out.
No. But I want to say this. I don't think that they're
No, Mike,
doing it.
it's all right. Don't worry about it.
I think they're just doing it because it's like if there was no Twitter and it was like yell at these people and there was no like system, no one would do this. It's all fucking championing.
Can I say something? I
Yeah.
think there was, Judy Go was supposed to be on the show,
She went out.
and
after
she
him,
went
right?
after him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it would have been, I shouldn't have canceled. It would have been interesting.
Oh my God, are we dead?
That was an Amber Alert.
It's 9/11.
Suspect, Hispanic male. I mean, not Hispanic. Red van, tinted windows, sliding passenger door.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What if it was like wearing an Atari shirt, salt and pepper hair, goatee?
That's an Amber Alert. 3 white males discussing race on a podcast.
Yeah, that was our careers going down the fucking drain. That's how quick they got now.
I mean, podcasting has ruined everything.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
has.
These chairs used to be filled.
We
Now we're all terrified. And none of us will show up anymore.
because no, it has podcasting because we used to have to go on radio. You had to learn to say fucked up shit in a clean way.
Yeah.
You had to find a way around it creatively. We could talk about anything you wanted to talk about, but you couldn't say the fucked up words, but you could say them in a weird way. When you release the fucking
Kraken.
anytime somebody says that, I think of the cracking on the pig skin, which is crackling. Anyways, now I'm hungry. No, you took off all the restrictions and you just said, hey, anybody can do this. And we did. We were just like, fucking pussy, fucking fag, fucking stick it in your asshole. I suck cum. And we just said everything to make each other laugh.
Yeah.
Because we had nothing holding us back.
Well,
Like I had to, over the years, I had to say, I don't want to say that anymore. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Or, and it's like, you're a fag if you don't say that. It's like, I don't want to say that anymore. You evolve out of it in some
because it gets
way.
hacky.
Well, look, I don't give a fuck what you do. Like I think you should be able to say and do
Sure.
whatever you want. And if you have people that like listening to you, as long as you're not hurting people, as you're trying to kill people or hurt people, or like as long as it's like fucking, like the Ku Klux Klan horse shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't give a fuck. If
Yeah.
you're trying to make somebody laugh, but that's the thing. It's like everything's funny to you guys.
Yes.
It can
Sorry.
be.
Yeah. Well, that's the trick. If you tell me something's not funny, I'm going to try to figure out 15 ways to make it funny.
Yeah, anything. I've
Not to mention, I've done the other way. Like, sorry to cut you off, but
No, please.
I've done where nothing is funny. I've lived my life that way. I've lived it completely cynical, depressed, angry, upset, and violent. And that's not how I choose to live my life.
Yeah.
The only way that I can actually get through the days is by behaving the way I behave.
People don't understand comics that we're not doing this because we want to. We're kind of doing this because we have to.
Yeah.
This is the only way we can survive.
I grew up in an abusive Irish Catholic fucking household. What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah,
like
things are funny to us that aren't funny to you, but that's why we became this, and that's why you come to see us, because you're fucked up too.
Yeah. And you
Not
want it.
everybody's supposed to get into this stand-up comedy, but that's what podcasting went fucking awry because we were so focused and we brought it to the club. That was the place. Now it's just out there for anybody to hear.
yeah.
And that's where it's fucked up, because we're literally dropping off our garbage on somebody's doorstep
Yeah.
that they might not want,
Yeah.
and then they have to hear it and be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. I mean, I forget every time that I record one of, Irish Goodbye or something like that, or even this, I forget that there are people that haven't listened to every episode listening.
Yeah.
I assume that they're constantly within the context. They understand the dynamic. They get how silly it is and how everything is a complete joke.
Yeah.
But no, there's new people, and especially when there's like now popularized, lynchings on New York Times and Vulture and all this stuff, where it's like now even more people are going to be like, what the fuck is this podcast shit?
Yeah.
And they're going to check in and be like, what a nightmare medium of entertainment.
We're
this
all
is.
fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, if you remember everything you've said on the podcast, so if they come to you tomorrow and they say, dude, you got your own show on NBC, prime time, let's go, upfronts are happening, what are you going to do when you go back through your shit? Are you fucked?
I go, my name is Greg Corluzzo, and I'd love to do this. Here's my mustache. Dude, I mean, I think Libsyn, if Libsyn wants to make a lot of money, they should just have a self-destruct button that you could just call them and they just wipe everything clean. They just scrub your shit in
digital
30
cyanide
seconds.
pill.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, I got the call. You just hit the Libsyn button and they fucking burn everything to the ground.
What was Shane thinking?
Huh?
I would have went.
Oh, I mean,
I would have hired a company to find every fucking ounce of everything out there, and have it deleted.
Dude, that's
I mean, all of it, because that kid was waiting. Whoever that fucking person was, they had that.
dude, it was like announced and he was dead.
4
It was
hours.
crazy.
It was an assassination.
Yeah.
People are being back in the day. They used to shoot people in the head with a rifle from like a far, like 100 yards or 200 yards. Now they're just assassinating people's with
through an Ethernet cable.
through an Ethernet cable. They're just going, Bob Kelly, huh? Boom. There you go.
Well,
How
I'll
many
tell
times did you say that word?
if Shane doesn't look at it like SNL was ever a chance, like think about it. If he just goes like, look, I know what's going to happen, but my fans are going to love me triple after this terrible day tomorrow. Like, I don't know. It's probably going to work out for at least his people.
I think he's getting to that point. I think he's at that point now, but still, you were right. You were almost in the Illuminati of show business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedy-wise.
Yeah. Could have
That-
been
that
like
fucking
Sandler trajectory.
SNL is Illuminati. You don't know how to get in. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks it's 3 characters and 2 originals. No, it's not.
Mm.
Nope. It's this one fucking old guy takes a shine to you. I like you. You're in.
Yeah.
And when you're in, it's hard to get out.
Now what?
there's
Now
a
what
lot
is
of
this
those
I hear
guys.
about you hating Asians?
Yeah. Well, think about it. Once you're in, he wasn't in.
He wasn't in, but think of the millions of guys you don't know.
Dude, think of all the people that are in. Think of Tracy Morgan, how many times he fucked up. America loves him. He grew right on The View.
Yeah.
How you doing? Yo, Joy, I'm gonna get you pregnant. I'm gonna fuck you in the back.
Non-consensual sex.
I'm gonna put my fingers in your asshole, Joy Behar, and you're gonna like it. Fuck that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Look at my belly.
Lauren, get me out of this jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yeah. True.
I mean, there's a lot of things that go down, but here, fuck it. He was right there, man. Poor Shane. I mean, were you happy? Like when I heard
For him, yeah.
I don't know the kid.
Yeah.
I know him very briefly. I saw his,
You screamed at him on this podcast.
when he first came on, he was a fucking douchebag, but I knew. Excuse me, I'm so sorry for my fucking
Yeah.
gas. I feel bad for the fucking
Your
truck
burp
drivers.
in the middle of your set was fantastic.
I just because I had steakums tonight.
You had Steakums? I didn't know they still made Steakums.
They did. I had
like they stopped making them when you're 10.
I had steakums with buttery pasta. No, I had a fucking shawarma from across the street, and it's nasty, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. But I don't know, I knew him from that, but I actually grew to like him over, and I saw his stand up, and
He's funny, man.
I think he's really funny, man. And for what he is, he's unique. He's a conservative, big fucking oof.
Mhm.
And I like that. You know, there's not too many of those guys around.
Yeah, you want diversity of minds.
I do, and I like that he was around. And then when he got it, I was like, I felt good about it.
Yeah,
You know, you felt good about like, oh, all right, because you kind of know who they're gonna pick.
yeah, yeah,
You
Yeah.
know who they're gonna fucking pick.
yeah.
Oh, this person. I mean, it's a palette,
Mhm.
right? I mean, I think it's a palette, and you know, who cares? That's what they do. But when they picked him, it was like, wow, he's a big oof. He's an ogre. He's Shrek, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, they picked him because he's funny and he has a thing.
Mhm.
And then when it was taken away, it's like, motherfucker, dude. But you know, I heard there's other things that he did too. He attacked some guy. Right?
Yeah. Oh, Andrew Yang, the
Who had a-
presidential-
he had a
No,
great-
no. Some comic he on some podcast.
What's his name?
Oh, Chris Gethard.
Chris Gethard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're managed by the same people. So I think,
Are they?
No,
yeah.
they're not.
Yeah, I believe they are. aren't
No,
they?
Shane is with my manager.
Oh, okay. I
All right,
heard.
don't-
Oh, but Gethard
Is
is
with
with
the
the
same company.
Same company.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, why'd you attack him like that?
Who? Cannon?
Yes.
I hate him.
Oh, it makes sense.
I hate him, and I've never
got-
respected
I
him.
didn't know that.
Yes.
It makes sense.
It's
Makes-
crazy you put us in the same room together. It
And-
usually comes to blows.
Well, it was either you.
I end up sucking his dick. By the end.
It always ends in a 69.
Ugh. Ugh.
I didn't mean to.
I didn't hear
I'm
it.
sorry,
Oh,
Mike.
fucking-
You fucking dick.
Oh, you know, I should say something else.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, fucking weird. Fucking weird.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the biggest bummer about it.
But he, what was I saying? He attacked that guy.
yeah,
I
yeah.
heard that too, and it was kind of unjustified. Wasn't he calling him a fucking something?
A white, yeah.
A white what?
The
I'm not saying any of this
the,
shit anymore.
Daggett,
Dag it.
but the other more.
He
offensive.
called.
I don't
him-
know, man. Yeah, he called it. He said it was white faggot comedy or
Yeah,
something like
you're
that.
not saying it, so you can report it as news.
Yeah, I mean,
Allegedly. Just say
think
allegedly.
The whole thing sucks in the sense that now there's very clearly divided lines within comedy. There's comedians coming after him. There's comedians defending him. There's all this stuff, different various schools of thought on it. Shit is just so contentious now.
Yeah.
When you go to a show, like you don't go, me going to a show or any of us, like you don't know who thinks that we're racist pieces of shit. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, I just like my friend, and I don't think he's a racist piece of shit, despite what you have him say. Like, it's just that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what to tell you. It's stressful walking into situations, not
Yeah.
being, you
Yeah,
know,
welcome to the club.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you don't think we were all fucking with O&A when Anthony got kicked off?
Oh, really?
Fuck, he's one of the funniest guys in the world.
Yeah.
And you have people going, "How can you be friends with him?" It's like, fuck, what? He's fucking. He's funny.
Yeah.
I've
He's
known
my
him for a
friend. What
long
do you
time.
want to do?
See, that's my problem, right? Is
What's your
that
problem?
My big problem with all this is that if you've one thing doesn't make you a bad person. You know what I mean? Like it's like all right, you got one
Two things?
two. No, but like
Three?
like you know, you have a friend who's a Trump supporter, you know, and it's like, yeah, you support Trump, but 99 there's so much other shit that I get from you that I love from you.
Yeah, but I don't understand that too. Is people are losing friendships. You support Trump. It's like, I don't give a fuck if somebody supports Trump.
No.
It's like, actually, they seem more courageous to me because everybody doesn't support Trump
Yeah.
because it's easier. If there's a guy like Shane that does support Trump, I was like, all right, good for you. I don't give a fuck what you support. As long as you're not, like I said, you're not supporting fucking killing people.
No.
I think either way, what sucks is
Well, that's what you're doing if you support Trump
No, you're
because
not.
he's murdering
Well, see,
people. Shut up.
Intentional political chaos.
Yes.
Injecting that into social situations really sucks. That's why I don't get it. Like, that's the latest reason why I don't get along with my dad, because at my baby shower, he's screaming about Trump and talking about Alexandra Occasional Cortex
Yeah.
and all this horse shit where it's like, buddy, this is like a celebration and a fun time. There's no need
Yeah.
to have this conversation.
Sounds
Or
like a good shower, though.
It was pretty much, yeah. I mean,
I've been to some baby show. They're boring.
Oh, he was talking
There was
to
a-
Stefano, and he was like,
Oh.
you know, I'm trying to work out. You look pretty good. And then Chris said he watched him eat 10,000 calories in like 30 seconds.
Oh, what a fucking snitch fucking Chris is.
I mean, you know,
What a pussy
he
he
likes
is.
to keep his eye on my fa.
Ah, fuck sucker. Snitched your dad out.
On the
Fucking-
Gethard thing, Bobby.
Who's that?
Me, Mike.
Oh.
They a lot of people are attacking Chris Gethard as someone who called out Shane, but the actual thing was he said he called him to apologize
Yeah.
about what he said. That's what Gethard.
Shane called him to apologize.
Yeah, I always say his name wrong.
So no, but Shane called him to apologize.
He called him to apologize
Yeah.
about his two comments, and at the end, he'd also say he definitely let me know that he felt he had crossed the lines. So he's not one of those
Yeah,
people who
listen.
was saying to fire Shane.
Yeah, no, he actually had a really great tweet. Gethard had a really great tweet that was like, he doesn't believe in firing and all this stuff. And
Exactly.
You shouldn't fire people, and it was a great learning moment for everybody. If they kept him on and fucking dealt with it through comedy, sketches,
Yeah.
high fuck faces, we
Yeah.
could have all laughed. If your genius writers could have wrote something epic
Yeah.
with him and the other Asian guy.
I mean, not to be hokey, but what a true, legitimate healing possibility.
Yeah.
It could
My-
have been
Michael-
something as
Forgiveness.
opposed to this
Mike,
fractured.
I know it is hokey, but you're absolutely right. When are we going to fucking learn from these things and grow from these things and let somebody evolve from them instead of you're splitting us down the middle? Now people have to go, well, fuck you. I'm backing Shane. You guys are assholes. And they go, well, fuck you. You're a racist.
Right.
I'm not a racist. Go fuck. Now we're divided.
Right.
But you keep them on, and most of the people don't say anything. We just watch it go
Yeah.
down, and then we watch him apologize or whatever. That's another thing, too. Don't ever apologize. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, apologize if you mean it.
Do what
I-
you got to do to get your check.
Do what you gotta do to get that money.
Yeah, take that fucking money,
Suck
dude.
that dick, man.
Yeah, Jesus.
You suck that Asian dick.
I'd
Yeah.
be blowing Ronnie Chang the next day if that came out about me.
I'd be
I'd
I'd
like
be
to, anyway.
literally eating as much lo mein as possible.
It's like Trump taking the picture with the Taco Bell bowl. You're just fucking fistful of lo mein.
I sent Shane a $25 gift card to PF Chang's. I did, and I wrote, "If don't use this for 6 months. If you do, wear a disguise." But yeah, it's fucking weird, man.
What's
Because you have to. I mean, I can't. I guess I just say what I say, But I always, when you're on a podcast, I used to say so much fucked up shit to get a laugh, and sometimes it didn't, and sometimes I was like, why?
Yeah.
I remember calling Louis once and going, when I leave O&A, sometimes I feel dirty.
yeah,
I feel like I fucking was a part of something that I didn't want to be a part of.
yeah.
That isn't me inside, but I was just trying to fit in.
Right.
And I was trying to belong. I mean, some fucked up shit. And I was just like, I feel bad. And he's like, yeah, me too. And I talked to Patrice about it too. And I was like, yeah, man, sometimes you're just in the room and you get caught up in it. But you can't hold us accountable to that shit.
Yeah, because we're taking shots from the half court line. And this is the hardest fucking business to try to be laughs. It's like you're going to get some that are going to go right over the rim.
Yeah.
It's like these are hard shots. I'm just trying to make people laugh. I'm trying to make people laugh. There's no one
I
cares
wish you were
about
doing it
that
now.
shit. Well, if, if I had a chance to talk, it would be probably I'd had a few more in fucking pieces of fucking.
It is.
Hang on, let him talk.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. I'll talk for the whole hour. I almost said a bunch of slurs. It all almost just came out. This is how we all die.
It'd be funny if you just started screaming at me,
No, I don't care.
call me a dirty wop. But listen, well, some of the funniest things said when people come up with new slurs for racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I've had them say it about Irish and Italian. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I laugh so hard at some of the greatest Italian slurs ever.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I have an Italian kid now, more or less for the ability to tell jokes about it. Like, it's super fun to be able to just toss racism at my wife's
Well,
family.
see, that's the whole thing, right? I mean, I used to fucking I like fucked up jokes because we're comedians and we're constantly hearing jokes. It's like when you masturbate too much, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, you got to move up to some crazier, more fucked up shit. As comics, we're just done. It's like, yeah, I got this weird shit got to get me off now. I need the fucked up shit to get me off.
But also, I think that we're in that moment. It's not like we're trying to make a crowd laugh. We're trying to make other comedians laugh. A lot of these on these podcasts.
Yeah.
So that's
It's harder.
It's harder.
And the crowd is voyeurism. Like they're watching like they're not supposed to be here, and that's kind of the illusion that you set, right?
But yes, and they're also, I mean, these people too are trying to collect data.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're now. These people, these rats, they're out there collecting data.
They're Cambridge Analytica.
You know, when people, before, you're as a comic and you walk in and as you're coming up, certain people fuck with you, write jokes. If you're ever going to attack that guy or go at it with that guy verbally, you always kind of write a bunch of jokes about his hairline or his nose or his chin or his name, you know what I mean? Or his shirt, you know what I mean? Or his eyes.
Or his heritage.
Or his heritage.
Yeah.
Or his sweaty forehead, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many more things do we have to describe about you before you go, what?
I was like just thinking about my wife, and I was like, man, I wonder if she'd be mad about this. And Mike's got a cute kid.
No, but there's people out there collecting this data, going to shows, watching podcasts, marking the time, getting the footage, keeping it, because Mike, if you fucking make it, I'm gonna release it. Here's what Mike Cannon thinks about gays.
I am one.
Yeah.
But because this is what I'm kind of thinking about now, is like, obviously having a kid, and this is he's going to grow up in a different world that I did, and this seems like obviously a much less forgiving world, even though that emotional communication is supposedly at an all-time high. Empathy and extending understanding towards each other is probably at an all-time low. So it's like, how do people kind of slalom through that course and make it out okay while being a fucking intact human being? Because I think of myself as like, I'm relatively self-aware, I'm moderately intelligent, I feel a lot. I love my friends. I'm super empathetic towards other people, towards, I'm super socially open-minded.
Yeah.
But obviously, if people heard jokes that I do, now I'm watching people take such a hard line on certain jokes that it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm automatically an alt-right piece of shit, which is weird because then the alt-right, when they hear me on podcasts, call me a faggot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Well,
so I appeal
comics,
to no one.
I think we're in the middle. As most comics are kind of in the middle because we're common sense and we're analytical and we pick things apart and we find the truth and stuff. So when you're looking for the truth, you kind of have there's common sense in that. So things,
They don't want you asking. They don't want you even questioning that shit. It's follow the rules. If you question the rules, you're fucked.
On who?
Follow the rules.
Well, it's weird that it's
don't ask about is gay this, is gay that. You can't ask.
No.
You do it. You follow the rules. These are what we are. And it's like let me ask you a real question. Is saying a racist joke, does that make you a bigot? Does saying a racist joke make you a bigot? No.
Well, Dave Chappelle just did a whole special on fucked up shit like that.
Yeah.
And he basically called the audience a bunch of rats, a bunch of fucking pieces of shit. And you know what they did? They laughed.
When he goes, I'm Chinese. My wife spit her soda out. I wouldn't stop crying. And I'm like, well, yeah, she was very offended. It hurt. No. No, like she laughed so hard. I always remember, I go, oh, yeah, you're a real person.
Right.
She's a real person watching this. She gets it. She laughed. She's not on Twitter fucking trying to take people down.
Right. Yeah.
She's not one of them.
That's the one thing is there's such a small percentage of those people.
Yeah.
Like, I wish they would do the numbers. Like, thousands of people didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Most people didn't give a fuck about Shane Gillis being on it. Who gives a fuck?
My wife still doesn't even know my wife still doesn't even know who Shane Gillis is.
Mine
After
either.
all of this, she still doesn't know.
Well, and I know
doesn't.
you feel this way too. It's like after
Sad, lonely,
yeah, and
with
after
a hole in my stomach that food won't fill it.
besides a bit of steakums. But yeah, I mean, but when a joke goes poorly, and you actually hurt somebody's feelings, you feel terrible. Like it's similar to what you used to say about like every time you fought or something like that. If you actually inflicted damage on somebody, even though you won the fight, you walk away feeling like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And obviously, like being a comedian with your intention to
bring joy,
to bring joy. If you slip up and fuck up and tell a joke that like actually hurts somebody's feelings, there's pretty much nothing worse.
Can I say something though? Are we real? You guys keep saying to bring joy. I don't think we're elves. I think.
It's to bring joy to myself and
yes,
them.
I think it's more satisfying when I get a laugh. It's for me.
Yeah.
I don't.
See, I want to fight you on this because I hate when comedians say that shit when they're like,
physically,
I want to fucking get in the dirt with you, man.
You want to get in the dirt.
I want to get in the mud. No, but making people laugh is something that makes you feel good. Sure, the later feeling is,
Don't make me use this on
dude,
your
you can't
fucking-
nick me with that. That thing doesn't.
It's
No,
like-
but I'll trim a fucking little tiny turtle in your bush fat.
and I would love
Dude, I
it.
cut the fucking base of my dick.
Not with this.
No?
Dude, this is the new Manscaped.
It's the no nick.
No nicks, dude. No nicks. Listen to that.
Did you give me that one like the two sheet? Like you're getting like you gave
Dude,
me?
no, this new sponsor, I love these guys before they were a sponsor. Manscaped. To trim your asshole, no nicks. On your balls, zip, no nicks.
No shit.
God
Yeah.
forbid I finish my point.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's not a big deal. I'll go
Sorry.
fuck myself over
I'm
here.
so sorry. I digressed.
You know,
I'm a digressor.
no. What was the last thing I said? Does anyone remember?
Yep. Mike,
Mike?
go ahead.
No, because you're bringing joy, right?
I don't
you
think
shit on
yes.
yourself, but if you didn't enjoy making people happy, you wouldn't be in this business. And yes, you get something out of it, but everyone gets something
It's
out
selfish
of.
philanthropy.
But it's not selfish. Even philanthropy, they do it because it brings them
Right.
joy. Everyone gets. If you break anything down on why we do anything, it is for a reason.
It's for you.
But you're doing it. To,
Yeah, but I'm telling jokes because I kind of have to. It's not because I'm not trying to bring joy. I'm not trying to bring joy. I'm not the joy that people get when people come up to me after you make me so happy makes me feel good.
yes,
But I'm doing it to get that laugh.
that's because you're 20 or 30 years in. When the reason you became a comedian is because you originally
Nope.
making people.
Nope.
You got
Nope.
reactions from
Nope.
getting making people happy.
I became a comedian because it was just something I did, and I wanted to get pussy, pussy.
People who aren't. I don't.
I used to go like this, laughs.
Keep fucking shitting on yourself.
I'm not shitting myself. I just think that we write these jokes and come up with these things to go on stage to get laughs.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had to walk out and jump into a helicopter right after a show and didn't hear anything from anybody, I think you'd still be fine. I think you'd still look. Billy Burr doesn't do a meet and greet after he does the Garden.
No, it's
He
awkward.
goes to his hotel and he's fine. He doesn't. He made them laugh. He got the laughs. Now, did he make 20,000 people happy? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great. I love that. Absolutely. There's nothing better when someone comes up, you made me laugh, and that's awesome. Great. But if that person never came up to you, it'd still be fine.
If everyone at the end of every show, everyone hated you.
No.
you would quit.
No.
If you didn't bring them joy,
No.
Well, I think even indifference.
I'm
might
just
be
saying
worse.
that I'm not doing it to get it. I'm doing it to make you laugh.
yes. And I'm saying that you like getting laughs because
But also on
the
a base
baseline is getting people
on a
joy.
base
is giving
human
them to you.
level,
Yes.
don't you feel like you're actually just this is your because I feel like this I won't put it on you. This is like my desperate attempt to like kind of communicate myself to people.
I
It's
think
just like
that's what it is, but that's for you.
right.
You're trying
but
to
also-
communicate yourself to people.
But I think at the base
it's
of
for
it-
you. I think it's your my medication. It's my therapy to go on stage and be able to tell people. Like when I was in juvie hall, I made them laugh to survive.
Yeah.
And for me to survive, laughter became my survival mechanism. And it wasn't drinking or doing heroin. It was getting laughs.
But also, it's to feel a part of, right?
Part of what?
A part of humanity. Like I
No,
mean,
I
it feels lonely right now to see how many people have hardcore beliefs about each different thing and how you can be called a piece of shit and all these different things online. It feels really lonely out there now. So comedy is almost a saving grace where it's like in a room full of people, they laugh and you're like, okay,
Yeah, but
somebody else shares this.
But I'm going on
this
stage
thought.
for me.
Yeah.
I'm going on stage for me. When I step on that stage, it's for me.
Yeah.
I'm going on stage to tell you about what happened. I'm going on stage to tell you about when I broke my ribs snow tubing.
Man, that's such a
Okay.
good bit.
Okay, so that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing it expecting anything out of you
Okay.
except
But follow that logic through. If you really did believe that,
I was trying to.
you are not.
Until you stepped
Take
on
a
it.
little Bobby Kelly. Here's how we do. We digress.
Okay.
Then I'm saying if that is true, then you can remove the enjoyment out of it, the enjoyment you bring people. And if you remove the enjoyment, you would stop doing it.
Well, I'm not saying I don't like the
So it's a
enjoyment.
little-
I'm not
little bit
saying
of both.
I'm saying a little bit of both, but I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not like Santa Claus going to do this for joy.
are
There is
a
a very
shaved
self.
Santa
You have what?
There's a very
Santa
self.
Claus is much thinner than you.
I think comics are very selfish. I think you're doing it for selfish reasons, which is not a bad thing. You're going on stage to scratch your itch because you have to. Real comedians. I'm talking about the guys.
Oh man, you're calling me not a real comedian.
No, I'm saying you are. I'm saying the guys who, and the girls and the thems.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Was that you gargling their dick?
it was me spitting out their cum. I'm saying that, we do this because we have to, not because we're trying to bring joy. I mean, the guy with the fucking puppet is trying to bring joy. The guy with the magic going into an elderly home is trying to bring joy. I'm trying to go up and fucking murder.
I think
And-
you're trying to
and-
bring joy on this super higher level.
I'm thinking it happens, but I'm not. It happens. It's a result of my comedy. That is, I'm doing for me. I'm not doing it for them or you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing stand up because I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I've always done it. I've tried to get out of it. I can't. I'm doing it because I have to. I have to go up and honey, I'm going. When I broke my ribs, I went on stage that week
Mm-hmm.
with a rib bra. And I had to go talk about it because that's how I get it out.
Yeah.
Dude, if you were a refrigerator salesman and someone said, "Hey, if you get really good at being a refrigerator salesman, everyone is going to call you a racist. We're going to ruin your life." Like, what the risk right now of being a comedian is so high. If we didn't need to do this, most of us would quit.
Yeah, but here's what happened. This is my theory on comedy, and I could be wrong. Is that once the money gets involved, once it's just all about money.
Yeah.
I mean, this rock stars, man. Comics are rock stars making thousands, millions of dollars doing theaters and arenas.
Mm.
And that is directly from the industry. That is from the other side. That is from show business. That is not from comedy.
Some people.
No, I'm saying that, they went, we can make money off of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Take the industry. Their job is to make as much money as they can. So if selling fucking, French fries is the thing, they're going to go get the best French fry makers all over, and they're going to put French fry places everywhere. And that's going to be the next comic.
Yeah.
But, when rock stars were that, that's what they did. When dancing was big for a minute. Remember how dancing was big?
Yeah.
They went and got all these dance off, and who can dance, and you think you can
Step
dance.
up to the street.
Yeah.
Remember American Idol, same shit. Now it's comics. Comics have been big. So they're making millions of dollars off comedians. And when you get into that realm, now you're subject to what famous people, actors.
Yeah.
Actors are corny.
Yeah.
They're always corny. And they say the right thing and they do the right thing all the time and you never hear from them. And they never act fucked up in public and they don't do stupid shit. And when they do, like Alec Baldwin, we get it recorded, we fucking condemn them. He's not perfect. He said you fat pig to his daughter, blah, 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 blah. It's because they pretend to be perfect for us.
Yeah.
And then comics have never done that. We were always the fucked up ones until the industry could make millions. It elevated this shit to
what do you think,
mainstream
though?
horse
Do you
shit.
think this is an overcorrection to the current political climate? Like they
No,
couldn't.
this is people
but
who know they can get
couldn't-
famous
Yeah, I
off
know.
of taking other people down.
Maybe, sure, but I think that
Dude, if
on
they
some
wasn't
level,
that-
there are so many people focused on comedy. They're right. Like comedy is now the industry that people are focused on to take down people because they believe that it holds some sort of power, that it could navigate an entire cultural thought process and way that we go. But they weren't able to take down Donald Trump. They weren't able to stop him from saying whatever the fuck they wanted to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it seems like they focus that energy and
Yeah, 'cause
they've
they
turned
can't.
it on an entire business.
Well, it's when the guy comes home from work and he beats his kid because he can't beat up his boss.
Right.
That's what's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
I totally agree.
Funny people don't care about
What?
funny people don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Billy Burr doesn't care.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle,
He can afford to care.
he never cared.
Yeah, probably.
Dave Chappelle never cared. Patrice never cared. I don't care. Norton doesn't care. Not to compare myself with them.
Care
I'm
about
not.
care about what? Hang on a second.
Care about
These people coming after them?
well, care about. Well, I mean, look, we kind of know it's always been out there because of the way we lived our lives.
Yeah.
It's like, look, if you wanted to find stuff on Norton, It's right
It's
there.
not called finding. It's called picking it up.
It's just
It's not looking. You have to remove anything off or
Dusting it
whatever.
off.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the thing that bothers me, right? They go after Shane. They go after Shane because he got SNL, right? If they
what did Jeselnik say? What did he tweet?
that
Oh, so this is my favorite time of year where they hire somebody to go through their.
No, he said, what was his tweet? It was a great tweet. If you wanted to go find a tweet, he'll find it. It was a perfect thing. If you want to go find, if you want to go back,
type in "let Greg finish his point."
Sorry, buddy, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I know, but I got to keep calling it out.
I'm a yammering. I
I
drink a
know.
lot of coffee
I'm just saying,
tonight.
this is what we do.
I'm excited.
But if they didn't give a shit, if they gave a shit about Shane Gillis, right?
Not Shane Gillis.
Or Shane, right?
Anthony Jeselnik.
That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say, I'm trying to make a fucking point, and I'm going to barrel through this fucking point because I think it's fucking strong, and I'd like to actually hear what you guys have to say about it. Is if they gave a shit
One
about
second. I'm
none of this
I'm kidding. I'm
fucking
kidding.
matters.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
That was the fakest laugh I've ever
Mine?
heard.
Yeah, it's an enraged. Ha ha ha. It's like I don't even care about what I'm saying now, but I'm doing it to prove a fucking point that I'm gonna say what I want to fucking say.
Please just say it. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. At this
You're
point.
not letting me talk. None of you have let me talk.
Me
Jesus,
neither.
if I throw a comma in, you put a brick wall.
What are you saying?
What I'm trying to fucking say is, if
Oh,
they
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even get to a comma that
There's
time.
somebody sleeping upstairs. I mean,
There's people sleeping. They should not be sleeping here.
I got it.
I'm quitting the podcast.
No, go. You can't quit the podcast.
What I'm trying to legitimately
The
say
business you could,
is
but
if
not.
no, I can't, bro. I can't ever
go
leave.
ahead.
If I honestly, let me keep talking as you're reading Jeselnik's tweets. This is a real fun thing.
Sorry,
to
buddy.
be.
I'm sorry.
This is
I was trying to multitask.
There's no
You
multi
would-
fucking
you
tasking.
Greg, you were talking to him the
I
whole
was
podcast.
Yeah, I'm talking to him because if I talk to you, you just start talking about something else.
All right, go ahead.
Let's here. Say something to me. Go ahead.
No, I'm going to listen.
So how about my wife? How about Mike? What do you think about? You're literally. I'm talking to you. You're looking at me. You're talking to Mike.
Sorry.
In the middle of my sentence.
I forgot.
You forgot.
No, I just read his tweet.
You read the fucking tweet.
No, good. What are you saying? Please.
I was trying to say
you
was
like
that I
cake?
truly enjoy the annual tradition of trying to destroy a new SNL performer on the happiest day of their life.
Right.
Really? Did you listen
That's
to
n-
that? Because
that's
that's the goddamn Jeselnik tweet you were looking for.
not the one I
That's
was
how
looking for.
little you were listening to me that I said the thing you were looking for.
That's not what I was looking for. That's the other tweet.
God damn it.
Well, I love your passion.
God damn it.
So what were you going to say? They would have taken down Shane had he not gotten SNL.
the whole
if they
thing
really cared.
about this eyes, eye to eye, Bobby.
Eyes, eyes.
Eye to eye, Bobby.
To sha, hush, hush. Iowa.
Well, I'm just going to tweet it. I'm going to tweet what I
just
want to
go.
say.
Just go. Come on.
Just go.
Oh, you're literally taxing all of us.
No, what I was trying to say was that if they gave a shit about,
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was trying to say.
I'll make this simple for you, right? You're not a crazy sports fan, right? You're not
Yeah.
a stats guy.
Not a stats guy, but I
Okay.
love watching.
If you found $100 in the street, would you pick it up or would you keep walking?
Pick it up, of course.
Of course you'd take the money. So why wouldn't you keep picking winners and not betting on them? Why would you do that? Why would you watch a game with your friends? You know you're sitting there going, I think they're going to win. Of course, you want to make it fun. You get the Pats are going to win. They're going to win every week. Why not win money on that? Right?
I mean, you're right.
Why not make it interesting and say, I don't think the Pats are going to win this week? Because they're not going to. They might not win every week. I doubt it, but they might not. Right? You put a bet on it. That's why I go to my bookie. My fans have been going to it too. I love you. You're supporting the podcast. How? With your deviance, with your gambling, with your sports fan gambling. You're combining podcasting and sports and gambling all into one to have a good time on the weekend. You go to mybookie.com. It's fast, it's easy, and they pay you when you win. Let's face it, when you're betting is just as important as who you're betting on, right? That's what you want to do, mybookie.com. Do the smart thing. If you're going to bet this football season, use MyBookie. Bet with MyBookie. If you're the kind of guy that likes to bet a little and win a lot, try parlay. You know what a parlay is?
Freebie.
Google it.
I'm with you talking.
If all your picks come through, you'll multiply your winnings. And no matter how you bet, the NFL season is the best time of year to bet. It really is. Because, I mean, there's not that many games. It goes by pretty fast. And, the sport is so crazy right now that, You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never fucking know.
Can I
All
ask
right?
you a question about
Yeah,
this?
please. Yeah.
So I'm new to this. I didn't even know this is a real thing. This back in my day, you had to meet a guy,
Yeah, you had to meet a guy in
And
an
he'd
alley.
break your fucking legs.
Yeah, no.
If you didn't do it.
No, not anymore. Right, you can go to mybookie.com on your phone. Use promo code YKWD to the avatar. The what does it say? Activate. They wrote the wrong thing. Here's what you do. You use promo code YKWD to activate the offer. That's promo code YKWD. You join now at MyBookie. You know what they're going to do? Double your first deposit. So if you put 100 in,
Mhm.
what are they going to do? They're going to double it.
At least 150.
They double your money.
That's
They
great.
double it.
That's great.
That
I'm
is
gonna do
kind of
it.
cool, man.
That is kind of great.
It is cool because, look, if you want to just bet on a game, you put $100 in
Mm-hmm.
and they'll double it. And there you go. You can bet more.
Mm-hmm.
And if you lose a little bit, there you go. But you'll probably win at mybookie.com. Use promo code YKWD again to activate it. And it supports my podcast. So if you're a fan of this podcast, if you're betting anyways, go to mybookie.com. Use promo code YKWD to activate offer. And that's it. Mybookie.com. All right? .ag today. You play, you win, you get paid. That's the way it works. Mybookie.com. Dude,
About
if they give a
Shane.
shit about Shane.
Well, no, it's not about Shane. They go after Shane because he's getting money. I was actually following your point about the money, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if they really gave a shit about this stuff, about taking people out, they would be coming after people like me and you. But they don't come after people like us because we're
we're
not on
losers.
Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
But if they wanted to really take out people, they would be going in the. They wouldn't be going in MLB. They'd be in the fucking Cyclones game.
Yeah, but my point was this, is that guys like Jesselneck or it's like, yeah, go ahead. That's my job. That's what I do.
Of course.
I say fucked up shit all the time. That's what we do. If we own it. I remember when Norton would own dating trannies back when,
Yeah.
you're a fag. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
nobody admitted.
It was
You know.
shocking.
Oh my God! I had a
Shocking that he
training
was
bar
into
across
it.
the street from my house. I would shake at night, late at night, next to my wife. She'd be snoring. I'd be like, I could just literally. It's a diner next door. I'll get a turkey club and some fries, and I'll sneak downstairs and
I gotta go for a premise walk.
just
That's
suck
what's
a
on my
cock
list.
real quick. No, I don't want to. I'll suck the cock before I have the fucking turkey because I don't want to get mayonnaise on her dick. I don't want to. Yeah, dude. But Norton all of a sudden was just like boom, boom, and all of a sudden it's okay to say that stuff. It's not taboo. It's not. He just fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like trannies. Go fuck yourself. And then we were like, yeah, we don't care. You're right. We like trannies too.
Yeah, we all do.
Well, not all. Let's get carried away.
Well, I'm everyone on this side of the table. It's not Mike.
Oh, you're into it?
Who's not listening?
I
Like you're not, Mike.
I'd
Come
like
on.
to check it out.
Sexually, I'm really not. No.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to put myself in that position when you and Joe were talking really like about it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, could I do it? No, it's just not for me.
Oh, Joe is a fucking.
He's
Ooh,
legit.
Which
oh,
one?
He is
legit.
all in.
Oh, he wants to marry one.
Yeah,
Joe who?
DeRosa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen what I like, but I'd leave the door open.
The doorman in your asshole. I think that if you don't care, and if you don't care about being on SNL, I guess is you just care about being a stand-up comedian and whatever that comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think us just being on the road and selling tickets and building up a fan base and being as good as a comic as you can be and doing comedy shows on Netflix or whatever the fuck you can do,
Mm-hmm.
doing your hour or your album now. It's more like your album makes more money than a fucking hour
Yeah.
because they're not giving, they've just done it. They shot their load. Everything's all over the place. And the only ones that are left standing are the top fucking dogs. And we're all just in this, the wreckage of the nuclear bomb, these downed trees, just like, you okay? My eyebrows are gone, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even the fucking clean comedy, I mean, you ever listen? Most of the stuff I listen to, and a second later, I don't remember what they said.
Yeah.
Like I see a comic killing, and I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing. I haven't heard a word they said.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Papa made a joke about his wife leaking oil on his pillows. Every time I go to get a pillow, I think of that joke. Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
No, there's some comedy now in some places. I'll work lesser rooms on the road.
We
Let's
know.
just say,
Yeah, we know.
and I've been with other comics that have done, they fare way better than me because I'm like talking about my life and trying to be honest and stuff like that. And then there's somebody that is basically just reaffirming existence. So everything is like, I'm getting old, aren't you? And people are like, like, pulling out their tits and like freaking out. And it's like, if you're reminded of just your menial everyday horseshit, people want to hear that because it's just super simple.
But it's also like
feels
there's
good.
also this character thing. Like if you're like I always say, get a people and get a catchphrase, and you're fucking in.
Mm-hmm.
That's still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
That type of stuff. So it's always going to be there. Those people are always going to be famous. The famous people are going to be famous, and the comics are going to be comics. And there is a difference. There's famous people that are funny, and then there's funny people that aren't that famous. I mean, you think Billy Burr, he's funny, but he kind of keeps it low key. I guarantee he could be way more famous than he is now.
Yeah.
If he wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
He could just pull the trigger on everything and do all 6 of those rom-coms.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He just holds back and he does what he wants. And even Chappelle. Chappelle could be in every fucking movie there is.
Yeah.
Forever. And he's not. So I don't know. I think we just have to, maybe just
Well, that's that dream,
Dude.
knowing what you want and then happy. Being like, I want this. And being happy. They're not being like, well, I want to be fucking megastar.
Yeah.
It's like if I had to live this life where I am right now for the rest of my life, I hope more happens for me, but man, I'm happy. This is great. I could just do stand-up for the rest of my life like this and be kind of...
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I would love to be on a TV show again. I love being on TV. I love having a dressing room. I love going to upfronts. I love being on set for 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I've always loved it. Even when I was in Boston, being on a movie set or a TV set. And I like that part of it. I like that part of the industry. And it kind of sucks that something I said joking on a thing... And I know. I remember when I was on Louis, when I would go into casting, I was treated like a king.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I'm not. It's a vibe. There's a different thing.
What do you mean?
Because I was involved with that. Like I'm a comic.
Oh.
There was a time when being on the Louis show was fucking, dude. Hi, Robert.
Yeah.
Come on in. Oh my God. I'm on a fucking I'm on the and then I was sex and drugs and I was on all this other shit.
Yeah.
I was like, and now it's like, it's kind of like, all right, you ready? It's like, it's different.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe because I'm a comic. There was a stage when I was a comic on the Louis show and with Dennis Leary, blah, blah, blah. But more so the Louis is that I was treated fucking like royalty. And that went away. It's and I think if I got another role on a thing, if any of the cast people, we want to come see your don't Google me. Do not fucking YouTube me.
Yeah.
Because you're going to hear me say some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And now I have to look at your actress face and you're going to be mad at me.
Yeah.
And then if I have to go find shit on you, because, look, all these actors, dude, I know some of the some of these actors who are baby faces are the most despicable human beings I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Same with the comic. I mean, fucking super clean comics, then you find out it's like...
Yeah, but the one thing
that's
with
some
comics
shit.
is that we always are upfront with what pieces of shit we are, aren't we?
Not all of
Not
us.
the super clean
Ooh,
Cosby.
Billy Cosby.
good point. Wow, that
Billy.
was the greatest point ever made on this podcast. I mean, the most direct point. Who are you talking about? I don't know, the guy who raped 38 people,
The biggest serial rapist of all time.
who was America's dad for 8 years.
Yeah.
Vince Champ also another.
Who's Vince Champ?
He was a serial rapist that got caught. He was a brutal.
Oh,
dude.
yeah!
He got caught because the cops put together the places where the rapes happened and aligned it with his college.
It was all
schedule.
improvs.
And it was just every college he toured.
Yeah.
And he was all fucked up because he used to force the women to like pray in the bush with him after. Like he's a fucking brutal.
He was why in a
dude.
bush?
I don't know. That was his his shrub of choice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him?
Rape shrub of choice.
Shit. Did I ever do a show with that motherfucker?
You were on Byron
Wow. Is
Allen
that
with
which
that
one?
guy.
No, I wasn't.
Another be
Oh,
hilarious.
Jesus Christ. Which guy is he? There's 15 black guys up there. I know you can't tell the difference, Mike.
Yo, Cosby's eyes.
Is it that guy? All right, let's look at that. This one for sure.
I mean,
Cosby's eyes look like the witch from Robin Hood.
yeah, yeah.
Which one? I can't see him. It's too dark. All right, forget it. You're the worst. That's terrible. I can't see him.
Is this him?
I don't know. We don't know because he doesn't know.
That's him.
That's not him.
That's the Vince Tramp that got arrested.
I can't hear you.
That is the Vince Tramp who got arrested.
Okay, well, do you have a smaller photo in space? That's what we want to see, a black guy in the darkness of space. That's him?
Yes.
I don't remember him.
He was squeaky clean.
So he was just raping people.
Yeah. But he definitely didn't have any objectionable opinions.
Yeah, because you can't get that close to the sun. Like I always say, like, you know, if like you're a good guy, the shit you're going to talk about, you can talk about it because you know deep inside you're a good person.
Yeah.
If you know deep inside you got some shit, you're not going to get anywhere close to the sun.
Right.
You know.
That was a good analogy.
See, I
Is
got
that
some-
an analogy or no? What was that?
Metaphor?
it was a
A metaphor. I mean, I don't think we have. The only thing you have to worry about is if fucking Lauren Michaels wants you on SNL.
And he doesn't.
And
Yeah.
And if you get a TV show, nobody. I mean, what are they gonna do?
I got a fun question for you.
Yeah.
If Shane knew what was going to happen, would you still take the job? Like if you know you're going to go through this, but you'll come out with double your fucking comedy fan audience, but you're definitely not getting SNL. Like if Lauren Americans calls up to you tomorrow and says, "Do it," and you go, "Man, I'm out if I do." Do you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you go through
yeah,
what Shane
for
went?
sure.
Yeah. What did he go through? What, a ton of support from his comedy community?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
but
he's
also
getting
there had to be
abused.
some sort of mental health impact on him
Yeah.
of people calling him a flat out racist piece of shit. Like you almost have to feel that negativity, unless he just intelligently erased social media from his phone.
Yeah, you gotta hide for a few weeks.
For sure.
You know, his pictures all over the web, the World Wide Web.
As a guy who was racist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Forever. Like those pictures
When
exist forever.
why are these people going after a guy like Shane? Where are the real Ku Klux? Where are those people? Where's the real Ku Klux Klan? Where's the real people that we probably should be exposing
Yeah.
instead of some fat-faced Philly fuckface?
Well, the reason the Ku Klux Klan exists is because comedians who are racist give them power. They
Well,
give them power to speak.
And
That's
because
the bullshit they think.
everybody's fucking Harriet the Spy. Everybody's their own journalist / whatever detective, where they're trying to break the big case of the next great racist.
Yeah.
How happy?
They can get their
How
blue
happy
check
was
mark.
this kid?
Oh, but yeah, I mean,
Oh, how excited was he?
And all he hears is his people telling him,
Oh.
you're a hero. You're our hero. You took down power.
Yeah.
A man who was making $8,000 last year, and now you ruined his life.
he
He's
said
probably
he
doing
even
better than
said
me.
something that don't even give his name out, I guess, but just like he said something like, "I don't even understand this thought where comedians don't mean everything that they say. Of course they mean it." It's like, what?
Yeah,
That's
the wildest
literally
thing I've
against
ever
the
heard him say.
definition of joking.
Yeah.
You fucking dummy. Like, what are you even talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
against the
They're
basic
bad at joking.
definition.
Like there's a
Who's
whole,
that? Who's that?
the idiot. There's a whole joke of comedians who are new, who have said things like, "I don't even watch older comics because they just don't get it." Like, yeah, that's why you're terrible. So
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess I was that when I was younger, and I was a real point-driven comedian that really didn't have much punchlines because I didn't know how to write them.
Yeah.
But what an odd stance to take that, like, I'm going to do comedy, and I am going to basically destroy what was comedy just so it's redefined as what I'm currently doing.
exactly.
Yeah.
This fucking spoken word to a beat.
Yeah, but here's the problem: is if you do that and you do this horseshit, and that type of comedy becomes what comedy is, we're gonna explode. Like real comedy, real edgy, truth comedy,
Mhm.
which is what stand-up is going to explode.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna in the country, as we can see from Roseanne. And how many people watch that show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Chappelle special, Burr special. There's 6 of you. There's thousands of us.
Yeah.
We're just not as fucking egomaniac and want to scream at the top of our lungs. There's hundreds of thousands of people, millions, I would say, that are on our side,
Yeah.
and there's hundreds on their side.
Well, and this doesn't, I I gauge this by how I speak to, my friends that aren't comics. I spoke to my friends that aren't comics that have no kids, and they're kind of like out in the world doing their own thing.
Yeah.
They're very opinionated about it, and they have, their takes. And then you talk to my friends that are married with kids, and they're like, what? No, it hasn't even reached my world. Like, what are you talking? I have actual responsibilities. I don't give a fuck what the new hire for SNL. He's not even a main guy. He's a featured player. What the fuck? So I would have seen him in a cold open twice the entire season. Who gives a fuck?
He's the Ellen Cleghorn.
Shane was the Ellen Cleghorn. Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
He would have played the serious middle school football coach all season.
Yeah, every single. Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
This is what I don't get, though, right? You look at the guy, the likes the one guy gets for whatever. That's like, well, these are the people who support him for taking him down. But then you look at the likes that Shane's got, and it's like, well, wouldn't you want to weigh those? And it's like, well, if Shane's getting more likes, then we need to take his side because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why are people not looking at that side?
Now you
That's
can't.
what's-
You can't. They've never taken that side. Industry.
They haven't, but I think they're going to start.
No.
When you start realizing that's where the money is.
No, dude. Because
No, agents and managers will continue to quietly support their clients as they
Yes.
are right now,
But
and they're
not-
going to continue to siphon money. But publicly, they're not going to be like, "I stand behind that
Yeah.
shit."
not networks. Not a
No, I know,
network. NBC's not standing behind Shane Gillis.
No,
That
No,
guy
that's
said.
understandable why
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can't.
Yeah. No, I wish they would.
But
yeah,
they're
but
not.
I
you know,
get why they don't.
I
Yeah.
wish they would not stand by him, but let him work through it.
Yeah.
Let us all work through it. Let us all work through Roseanne, for God's sakes. We still have a great
Yeah.
show on TV. You fucking morons. What is the show they put on?
The Connors.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So, anyways, some guy told me on my Patreon, stop talking politics.
Are we talking politics?
No, we're not. Kind of.
Not
This
really.
this is in the political realm.
Is it?
I just want to say one thing to him. Go fuck your mother. How's
He's
that?
doing exactly
Don't
what
ever-
they do.
Yeah, don't ever
Don't
tell
tell
me.
us- yeah.
Don't ever tell me what the fuck to do on my podcast. Go fuck yourself. All right? I understand it's annoying when I talk politics. I understand I'm wrong a lot of the times. I understand it's like fucking nails on a chalkboard for you. And you're probably right. But fucking don't ever tell me to stop doing anything, you motherfucker. I wrote okay on the thing. But I knew what I was going to say on my podcast. So I hope you listen, you motherfucker. I'll
did he
talk
bail?
about whatever the fuck I want to. Now we're going to talk about dinosaurs.
Well, speaking of your Patreon, Robert Kelly slash Robert Kelly Patreon. So
Yeah, thanks. That was a fucking beautiful, really pizzow. Holy shit. I just got 9 subscribers because of Mike's enthusiasm and fucking salesmanship.
yeah, the brand new Live from the Shed with Bill Burr on there. You re-uploaded it with an extra 15 minutes, right?
No, that 15 minutes is coming this weekend.
Okay.
It's a story that we did the Bill Burr episode that's up there right now is fucking, he's so funny.
Yeah.
Man, I could have just listened to him for 5 hours. Burr is just so funny. But we went back in. He's like, he caught me. He goes, I got to tell the story when I caught you jerking off. So that's going up this weekend for you fuckers.
Right. And
And-
you actually have 2 new $25 members that came in after you were while you were gone.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, you have Mark Gessner
Yay.
and you have Andrew Bianchi.
Hey, Mark. Is that Mark Gessner, the actor? I don't know if that's Mark.
Hmm.
And Andrew, thank you very much, man. I'm glad to have you guys on board. And we got a great one coming next. Mike Calta and Ari Shafir, I'm doing in October.
Nice.
So we got some really good live from the sheds coming up. Anyway, we did the Creeps with Kids tonight. We did the secret show at the Village Underground to kind of prep for the tour.
It was killer.
That's fun.
It was so good. Ron Bennington is so funny.
Yeah, he murdered, dude.
God damn it, he murdered. And it bugs me that I'm the fattest guy on this show.
Well, it's something else when like Florentine looks like the spry youth with everybody else on stage.
Yeah, he's the kid.
Florentine looks like a Dutch lesbian. His fucking his hair. His fucking you should have a bike.
He really,
And a basket.
he wears curlers during his morning coffee.
And Voss of course is a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes up. Just fucking at the end, sits down like an asshole, just peppers him. Boom, 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 boom. And then he does it. And then it's so funny because he's like, all right, I'll get you. There was one joke that didn't go. He goes, all right, time to get you. And then he starts laying into this. And then he goes, no crowd work. And then he does crowd work. And the crowd work is awesome.
It was so awesome, and you could see it feed him with life a little bit. Like he was sitting and being so good, but nonchalant and casual.
Yeah,
and then as soon as he started trashing somebody, he became like a fire-breathing dragon.
Here's the thing with Voss is he's like me. I dip into the crowd, but he does it a million times. Like he's so good at it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, dude, you do crowd work. He takes it as a fucking negativism. And it's not, dude. It's part of you. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Especially on these shows. Just be you.
Yeah.
Go in and fucking drop it. Whatever the fuck it is, man. He killed.
It's a killer show, though. 20 from all of you. I mean, that's...
It's 20 from all of us,
That's
and then we
good.
walk off. It's fucking great. So, creepswithkids.com. Get your fucking tickets because they're going. What was I going to say? Oh, fuck. Now, you got your baby.
I got my baby, yeah.
How's it going?
It's good. I mean, it's 8 weeks. It's 8 weeks right now, actually. So that's how old he is, and I think he's like in the middle of some growth spurt at the moment because he's having a very difficult time sleeping. And you know, I mean, it's wild. Last night, I wake up with the feeding and shit like that because I don't want to be a piece of shit. I help my wife out.
Oh, but you don't have to because she's breastfeeding.
She's breastfeeding, yeah.
I would have stayed in fucking bed. Let me tell you something. I was praying my wife's titties work. I was like, please work. And then I remember one night where it was like 5 a.m. The baby was hungry and crying, and her tits weren't working. Little droplets were coming out of both tits. And I'm like, come on. I'm going to have to fucking walk to Dwayne Reed. It's fucking chilly out. To get some fucking aluminium, whatever the fuck formula.
Oh, yeah. What is it called?
I forget. And I was like, fucking.
Similac.
Yeah. And I had to go fucking. She's like, she's crying. The baby's crying. I'm crying. It's like, come on, you fucking tits. Squeeze some milk out of there.
I think I can.
Yeah. And she wound up going on formula like 2 weeks in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was getting stuff, but it was like too much.
Yeah.
So she got formula. And I was up. You know, she was like, all right, you got to feed the baby. It's your turn. I had to go up and fucking heat up the formula.
Yeah.
Take the baby, put him in the fucking thing, sit in the chair, the rocker. Did you get the rocker glider?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't know if I got that exact one, but we have an entire motif to our fucking to our nursery. You know, it's like Tulum meets fucking whatever the fuck. It's some horseshit appropriation that my wife is guilty of, and she should be outed for. But like last night, you know, she feeds him with her wet tits.
Yeah.
And then I take the kid, and I'm like, you know, half sleeping, and I burp him. He lets go a huge burp, and I'm like very proud of myself for taking equal part in this feeding process. Yeah. And I turn him, and I'm like, good job, buddy. And he's like, and just an absolute wild money shot faucet just hits me in the chest in the middle of my bed. And it's like you can't even react because you're holding this fragile heirloom in your hands. So if you jerk or move, it's like the kid's dead. You just gotta fucking take it.
Yeah, you gotta fucking take it.
Yeah.
And then you gotta clean the bed. You start becoming a pit crew.
Yes. Yeah. That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
I remember we were in the car with the kid coming back from the upstate where we had the dogs, and he was getting car sick for some reason. We would give it like he had an iPad and he didn't know how to deal with the peripheral. So we're fucking 10 minutes into this ride. And I'm like, no. And we're in upstate New York. It's just road. And then you get one little, and then all of a sudden he smells the puke and and it just starts shooting. And he starts crying. Ah! And I'm like, motherfucker, we could pull into a CVS and within fucking 8.5 minutes, changed, car clean, car seat clean, 3 bottles of big water, 3 things of paper towels, baby wipes, t-shirt, diapers, take the car seat out, whole bottle of water all over it. clean the kid off, bottle of water, another bottle of water inside the car seat, get all the rest of the goop out, dry the kid off, paper towels, dry the thing, put the kid's diaper on, put the new little shirt on that we bought him, which says fucking Happy New Jersey, whoever the fuck you are. Throw the car seat back in, dry it off, put a towel on top, put the kid back in, take the iPad away. No more snacks till you get the fuck home.
You gotta get those. You gotta
Put
get
like
those.
the horse blinders on.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you can't look to the side.
Oh my God.
You gotta get those car seats that like Uber drivers get, where they're like, "Hey, this is real leather," and it's like bullshit. Just so you can like the kid vomits, you throw it all out.
Are you going to have a kid?
I want to. We're just kind of figuring it out.
What does that mean?
I want to have a kid. I don't know if she wants to have a kid.
How old is she?
She's 34, 35. I know we're getting there, but
How old are you?
38.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're fine. I started when I was 42.
I don't know. Yeah, how old was your wife though?
She's 60. Yeah. Max barely made it out of her snatch.
Yeah, I'm hoping technology gets its shit
He came out
together
with-
for us.
He got caught in a cobweb by
Yeah. He came out with 8 dead eggs around his neck.
These were my brothers.
just looked like he was wearing pearls.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great, man. But it's funny because when he's older, we can hang out.
Yeah.
And he's, today he came on. He was great this morning, great yesterday. And then today he came home just a fucking tired twat. And my wife doesn't let him nap because she wants him to go to bed.
Mhm.
And I'm like, fuck, he's just going to be a cunt now for the rest of the day. He's going to,
So how do you stop him? Do you trip him? Like,
What do you mean?
You can't hit.
No, you don't hit him. You just
But you
take
can
stuff.
trip.
I said, are you going to do your homework? And I said, let's do your homework and get it done. I don't want to. I go, Max, let's do your homework and get it done. Okay. And he goes, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I went, great. Mom was at the grocery store. She just texted me if you wanted to bring home a donut for you. It's not happening. He loves donuts. Not happening. And he went, no. Oh, no. Give me another chance. I go, no, you're not getting another chance.
Yeah.
That's a one-shot deal. You never blah, blah, blah me.
Yeah.
I'm your father. And you never do that to me or your mother or any other adult. You don't do that.
Do you ever eat the donut in front of him?
No, I never do that. He flipped out, though. He was crying.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the hard part, where you're like, no, you're not getting it. And you just got to go,
There has to
no.
be consequences.
And then he goes, and then I go, and now if you don't do your homework, I'm taking away your movie tonight. And that's happening right next. And these are the decisions you're making. I'm not making them. I'm giving you choices. You're making the wrong choice, so it's on you.
Yeah.
And then he wound up doing homework. And it's hard because I just want to go, yeah, dude, let's get donuts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but here's the hard part is that we're having, he's tired. You have to take your own bullshit out of it.
Yeah.
And then at dinner and blah, 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 and I have to leave, and he jumps in the car, and he's in my truck in the back seat, and his head's kind of going through where the door meets the truck to talk to me, and I just opened my door, and his head's there, and I just fucking almost rip his head off. And he was like, "Wah!" And he went, "Wah! Wah! Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "It was an accident."
I meant it.
buddy,
Do your homework. I'll smash your head.
I felt so, and when you have accident,
Yeah.
I felt so, I'm like, gee, I grabbed him. I immediately smelled shit. I think he just shit. And it kind of scraped his ear. It wasn't bleeding or anything, but
Yeah.
it hurt and it scared him and it scared the fuck out of me. And I brought him in the house and I'm just holding him like, Max. He goes, I'm going to do that to you. And I go, Max, please don't do that to me. I am so, you have to talk in this calm voice, which I don't have.
Yeah.
My mother would go, just get over it. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay.
My mom was cutting my hair once, fucked up, clipped my skin. I went, what the fuck? And then she whacked me.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like you almost cut my fucking eye out. And then you fucking Mike Tyson me. What the hell's happening here?
It's
KOing me. It's like what the 80s, man.
Are we listening better now?
Who? You guys? I don't care.
What I'm saying, why do you got to do that? Why do you got to do that?
Coaster
Why do I
over.
Why do you
My
got to do
mom
that?
was a 3-ring gal. She used to like
Eight with three
anything.
rings?
Yeah, anything that I would have. She had like a three decorative rings that she would always turn them on
What,
the
your
inside.
mother Voss?
Yeah, with her short, she
would turn the rings?
fingers. Yeah, she would turn the rings and like just whack like an absolute fucking ore arm. It was straight.
Wow.
And just, yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, it's a fucked up thing to not hit your kid. Not fucked up, but I can't even imagine doing it.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine hitting my kid. And it's hard not to yell at them too. That's the hard part. I love to yell. Anybody who knows me, when you fucking get me going, I like to lay into your ass.
Do you think people who are going through what you're going through now with your kids, like, man, it's crazy not hitting your kid. At some point, they were doing that with their wives. You know, like when that started becoming like, when that became the thing, it's like, hey, you can't hit your wife anymore. They were like, dude, it is hard to raise your wife. All right, she gets crazy.
Regardless
If
of
you-
whether or not the dinner is ready. You can't hit him.
You can't hit him. I try to do timeout with her. She just won't go.
I will do what Colin Quinn does to me to you right now. If that's not in your act, I will fucking punch you in the face.
Oh, I'll write it down.
If you don't put that in your act, I will fucking murder you.
I just thought of it. That's a classic Greg riff. You could have those if you were listening.
I'll take it if you want. I'll take that risk. Greg, you are one of my favorite people to have on the show.
But I love you. You know, I like to yell because it's fun.
I like when you
But
yell.
I love.
I love when you yell. I'm a yeller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a yeller. I like to yell.
Me
I
too,
like people
yeah.
a passion.
You two people, like everyone knows about Mike Cannon and my relationship.
Free
What?
one.
We love each other. Yeah. This is a great.
Mike's not a yeller though.
I am. I'm not like.
What? I'm not.
I'm
What is
not
that?
a
A fucking
public-
new
I'm not a
Celine Dion
public
song?
yeller.
I am. I'm not. Whose song is that? I don't know.
I don't even know what you said.
I don't know.
I am. I'm not.
That's what he said.
That's
I
what
am.
I
I'm
said.
not.
Oh, what?
I started 2 sentences back to back.
Oh, great.
He went, I am, I'm not. And I thought it was a Celine Dion song. I am, I'm not. I tried to make it into a song, but nobody caught on. And then I was just hanging out there by myself. I am, I'm not.
I am.
Oh, Neil Diamond.
I'm not.
Oh, there you go. Maybe that's the song. Go ahead.
To no one there. Yeah, you know, the
It's
truth.
YKWD. How could you care? Bum, 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 bum.
We're back.
You're listening to me, the dude of dudes.
Isn't it fun? Croon. We don't
I
crooners
have
anymore.
myself and only me to thank now.
Sweet time girl, you're my sweet time girl. That was all Neil. It's not even real. He can sing whatever the fuck he wants. You can sing like that. You sound great.
You can, right?
Yeah.
Anything, Neil. I love doors.
Yeah. It opens well. Yeah, it's
There's
great.
no squeaks in my house. I tell it to you. Open the door and come in.
Where's the dog? It needs a walk.
You can't go through windows. You gotta go through the doors. Oh, that was kind of bad.
See, if you got through the politics, you get the song.
Yeah, you get the song. What do you got, Mike?
I don't know when
Come
we started
on!
talking politics. I thought we were talking comedy the whole
Socialists.
time.
Socialists.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. When the fuck did we become politicians? When did we become pundits? And when did we start talking about? We make fun of everything. We talk
Yeah.
about
I hate
stupid
talking
shit.
serious shit.
When did that happen? What Twitter? Fuck. I hope Twitter dies.
Dude, that's what, if they rebooted Fight Club, it wouldn't be about taking out the credit card unions. It'd be about taking out fucking social media.
Yeah.
And we'd all be so happy.
Yeah.
Everyone would be free if they just burned this shit to the
Where's
ground.
the hub? Where's the hub of Twitter?
San Francisco.
That's where the actual boards are, like where they.
Oh, you mean
funnel
the
room,
servers?
the room
Yeah.
with the servers? Yeah, where
The room with the door.
the servers.
Yeah,
That was fun.
But you've bailed at
I
the end.
really did. I had no other
but you
words.
felt it.
Who cares?
I did.
The servers
Go
are
ahead.
there with the room with the door, and keep it inside yourself, just like a hole.
I'm like not that familiar with Neil Diamond.
Me
which sucks.
neither.
I just like saving
you're
Silverman.
gonna-
Yeah, it just
It's
it
great.
doesn't matter.
One of my
You can sing
favorite
whatever. You can sing
Yeah.
about anything, whatever you want. Pick something.
Everything
Pick it.
Yeah, my son.
Your son.
Baby looking good, handsome boy. Coming to Nevada, get some toys. I love Little Crew. That's it. You only get a little bit. You only get a little bit. The rest on the
That was good.
Patreon.
I appreciated it.
It's on Patreon.
The rest is on past the paywall.
Yeah. Your boy threw up in your face. What a disgrace. You pick 'em up and throw 'em, but you can't make a trace, 'cause they'll arrest you.
Or talk about race.
Did you ever hear that Neil Diamond story? Ron told me this story that like when the fucking Boston bombing happened or something, he like just got in his car and like just started heading to fucking whatever the baseball team is over there,
Red Sox.
the thing, and he was like, "I'm go," and then like he came to the game and was like, "I want to sing," and they're like, "What do you mean you want to sing? You can't sing," and he's like, "My people need me now," or some shit like that, and he was like, "You should have called." Like no one knew. He just got in his car.
Wrote a song on the way there. There's a bomb in the streets. People running everywhere.
To radicalize brothers.
Running from terrorism, running from freedom, raining storms and freedoms for free. Yeah, some shit.
Yeah, like that.
I always fall apart at
Throw
the
in
end.
rice bombs at people that care. Bring in the old boat and having nightmares.
There we go. Now we're having fun.
Yeah, you know it's over when Mike stops laughing. Yeah, Mike's a Mexican from San Antonio. He laughs at everything. He stopped laughing. Can I say Mexican?
Yeah.
Mike, can I call you a Mexican?
I am one, so yeah.
Hey, SA.
Are you not a little Asian?
No,
No, we all have
he's a
that.
half owl.
Yeah, we all have that Bering Strait face because we came over as Native Americans and got mixed with Spanish.
I hear you. I hear that old friend.
Bearing straight
Face.
face.
Yeah.
That's a Dan Soder term for
Oh,
mommy.
that's
Actually,
really
but-
funny.
You think soda's gonna get taken out?
No.
You think soda's gonna get fucking wiped off of billions?
Nah.
Yeah.
A superstar.
Huh?
He'll be a superstar.
He's Illuminati.
Yeah.
He's Illuminati.
Soda's Illuminati?
Oh, he's Illuminati.
His nose is an upside down diamond.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Illuminati. His career trajectory is Illuminati.
The only guy in the Illuminati with a roommate.
Dude, yeah, but he doesn't have to have the roommate. They
I know.
make him have the roommate.
Yeah. Keon wants to leave. He's got him on a leash.
Can I say something? Becchio is a hitman for the Illuminati.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
100%.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
killing.
I would agree with that.
He already takes people out.
And I don't think he even remembers.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's
just
Manchurian
sent
candidate.
out.
They play the song, and then he's just like, take out Barry Bonds or whatever. I
He
don't know
wakes
who they're
up with
killing.
bruises on his forearm
Yeah.
from choking people.
Soda does certain impressions, and it triggers Vecchione. He does like anybody want a peanut, and Vecchione goes and kills somebody.
Dude, my wife, we're driving by, we see Vecchione running across the street,
Yeah.
and my wife looks at me, she goes, "Who's he running from?" And I was like, he's exercising. He's got this run in his face, like he's
demons.
just, yeah.
He just ran
they
from
can't catch
murder.
up.
He's trying to go home because there's a pasticcio plate from the fucking diner. Yeah, though he does not need to. You know how much money Soda has,
A lot.
Yeah.
but he does take care of his granny and his mom. So
Sweet
he's
man.
Sweet.
Soda's
Man.
one of the best human beings I've ever met.
One of the best.
And Vecchione, it's a great house.
Yeah, Vecchione's a good guy too. Yeah, it is a good house. Illuminati.
For sure.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
There's something going on.
Oh yeah, Lewis will expose it someday, and then he'll be dead. He'll be dead. He'll be killed. Justin Silver and Vecchione will murder Lewis for exposing the Illuminati.
Puerto Rican tattlesnake.
It's crazy they never gave him SNL.
Lewis?
Yeah, Gomez, I've always been like, this guy needs to do Weekend Update.
Lauren.
That's what I want to see.
Lauren, you should do a podcast on Gas Digital. No, I'll set you up. You can do it right from your house. You could do it with David Letterman. You know Dave?
It's Louis J. Gomez on Weekend Update.
Yeah.
Real ass segment.
The real last segment with Lauren Michaels and Paul Schaefer. We couldn't get Dave. Yeah, he is one of the nicest guys. But he did try out for SNL the same time.
Twice.
Same time Pete Davidson did,
Yeah.
and they gave it to Pete
remember that.
Davidson.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know how
Illuminati.
good? Do you know how good Soder would have been on SNL?
Woof.
I mean, he did his
Woof.
audition on your show, on a live version of your show,
Yeah.
and it's still one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my entire life.
he is one of the most talented voice guys, radio voice, but impression guys I've never ever met.
And he can write,
And-
which that's the thing that puts you over the top. Is a lot of people have dead on impersonations.
Oh yeah.
He is a fucking brilliant writer on top of being.
No, let's not get carried away.
Dead
with the word
on.
brilliant. Don't use the word brilliant, okay?
He's brilliant.
He's brilliant,
He's
Bobby.
brilliant. I was using it in a very casual way.
Look at someone who can't sing and sure do a fucking accent. Lauren, we have your replacement.
Now the thing about Asians,
Mike, you know I never really liked you until yesterday. No, I love Mike. You're so funny, dude.
We've grown closer. It's great.
We have, man. I've discovered the talent.
Well, it took me 3 years to not be afraid. I
Yeah,
think
you were a
that's what it
sweaty
was.
mess when you
Yeah.
first come here, but now you just come up and hang, and you're so funny.
Thanks,
Greg,
man.
you're so funny too. Greg, what are you doing? You got a special coming out or something?
I don't have anything coming out for the remainder of
Do
my
you
life.
want something?
I mean, I would love stuff.
I'm gonna get you something.
Give me a little
Great.
something.
I've never. I think Ken and I we're
Do you
always
want
like.
something?
I would love,
All right, let's
but I've
get
just
you
been turned. I mean, like, dude,
I'm gonna get you something.
I would love it.
What, you want an album?
I have an album.
You want a new album? Or special? What do you want?
I want to do comedy on fucking TV,
Wow. Okay.
or like, not say I'm not. This
let's
is my own anger,
I mean,
not at you.
Well, I mean,
But, like,
with
I'd
that
love-
attitude, I can't get you
I
TV.
apologize. No, but like I always get like because Ken and I think are in like a similar boat where you're doing something.
Yeah,
You're
he's-
doing your album.
Yeah, but it's self.
Thing.
It's a self thing. You know.
Yeah, but
it's-
you're with 800-pound gorilla, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. He's fucking.
I mean,
killing
I
it.
don't know
You're
if that's
set.
for sure on the second one, but hopefully. I mean, the idea.
What are you doing? What are you promoting? You're promoting something.
So I'm promoting that I'm on the road and stuff like that. If you want to check me out in other towns outside of New York, but I can't announce exactly what it's for yet. But November 4th, I'm doing 2 shows at the Village Underground, headlining, doing my hour. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm creating and putting out my own original half-hour special online, and also I'm going to have the full hour available as an album. So it's going to be almost a visual business card for the entire project. But the visual thing is centered around how I got into the cellar, how Colin had a heart attack, nearly dropped dead.
Yes.
That was, and I benefited from his near
Yeah.
near demise.
Yeah.
And now I'm in this place that I've basically looked up to and idolized my entire life. And I filmed something with you.
Yeah.
I filmed something with Norton. I'm getting Voss to be involved and a couple of other people. And,
Right.
I just this is kind of like a real big this is what I always wanted to do.
right.
I love doing stand up. It's the only thing that I feel like, I can control and put out. And I've spent 2 years writing this brand new hour, and I think it's really good. And, I want to just deliver it how I'm going to deliver it to
It's awesome.
to people.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. And the homeless pimp, I got to give him a shout out on Instagram. He is so fucking talented and great to work with. He's been, he shot your thing. He shot the intro. I mean, you saw it.
Yeah, he's great.
It looks really good.
Really good.
So
Really love it.
I'm excited for it. I'm not sure when it's going to drop, but it's in the works. And all you can do is make stuff, right?
Create.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do is create and not expect an outcome. If
Yeah.
you expect an outcome, then you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
If
'Cause
you're-
I'm not getting put on TV. It's
Yeah.
it's the same.
well,
thing.
but that's expecting an outcome.
Yeah.
That's expecting a bad outcome.
And I have
Just don't expect an outcome.
Yeah.
Do
I'm bad
what
at
you
that.
love to do. Create an album, do a special, a podcast, whatever the fuck it is,
Mhm.
and put it out there and let the people decide. That's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
It's like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Don't well, you got to put it out and give it away on free on YouTube because that's not true.
Yeah.
Because it might not happen with you.
Yeah.
Yours might be 5 years from now, an interview you do, and then somebody discovers you, and then they see that you have the special, and then it pops on, they want to put it on Hulu. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
You never know what the fuck it is. Just create. So, yeah, that's great.
my entire goal is because stand up is the best. I love going on the road,
Yeah.
and my goal is to sell tickets. Like, why wouldn't
That's
it
it.
be? You know
There's
what I
nothing
mean?
better than
All I want-
fans, man.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
come out and see me on purpose.
People that listen to this podcast, I love them.
Yeah.
They're the best. They've been listening for years. Oh, and they come to my shows, and that's all I want to do. That's why I say I'm not trying to bring you joy. I'm just trying to do what I do, and I love doing what I do, and I hope you like it too.
Yeah.
That's it. So what do you got? Shows?
Yeah. I'm just continually doing stand up. I'm working on some stuff I'm excited about, but
Good.
nothing like. I'd love to write a comic book. I'd love to write a TV show.
Love that.
Love to write a movie. I have a few movies that I'm like just finally getting through my own ADD
Yeah.
to be able to write.
Yep.
And so I'm like, excited about a lot of that stuff. So a lot of it's like behind, but like I know that's fine. If something ever happens, then someone will put me. Then I'll do something. I just want to keep doing stand up. I just want to keep doing stand up.
I have to announce that is awesome, and you should because you're one of the funniest guys. And on this podcast, you make me laugh. Both of you fuckers
Thanks, man.
really are just awesome. And I got an eye for talent.
Well, you like us, so you do.
Ooh. I had to cancel Stress Factory. So all my fans who are going to Stress Factory, it's canceled. Mike, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
didn't sound okay. Sounded like you were about to cry.
I
kinda
knew there was some
banking on
stuff
that
coming
money.
up. So
Yeah, I had to cancel it. So creepswithkids.com. Please go there. Get your tickets. Spread the word. Retweet it if you see it. Repost it if you see it. And share it if you see it so we can get the word out there.
Do you know when Degenerates comes out?
New Year's Eve.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, New Year's
That's
Eve.
fun.
Degenerates is coming out. And there you go. I'm going to be also, where am I this weekend coming up?
this weekend, this comes out
Not
Sunday.
This
so
weekend I'm nowhere, but
Right.
next weekend.
you are at Haddon's Comedy Club in Windsor, Ontario.
Yeah.
And you'll be at Shakespeare's in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Yeah, so if you guys are in Michigan, get on that show. And Ontario, get on that show. Spread the word. Tell your friends. That's how you sell the tickets. Bring people. Tell them to bring people. Get more people and share it on your social media. Tell people to come. You got to see this. I depend on you people to help me sell tickets so I can do this. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, you guys, what's your website?
Oh, gregfstone.com.
You okay?
Yeah.
Go check them out. What's your website?
November 4th, comedyseller.com. Just get tickets to that.
That's your
place,
website?
8 and 10
How did you
p.m.
get the Comedy
now,
Cellar?
I just noticed I didn't say it before. I just
Yeah.
want
You didn't say the fucking date?
Yeah. November 4th.
You said it.
Did I? All right, please just get goddamn tickets. I really need
It's
to fill
going to
this up.
sell out, you fucking...
Yeah, you know it's
Comedy.com.
going to sell out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm panicking.
We can
I
sell
know.
out Mike
Those are great.
Feeney's show. We can sell out your show. I heard he kicked ass too.
Oh my god, it was great. Yeah, it was a great hour. He flubbed his first line. It made me so happy.
Mike, what do you got, buddy?
You can see me on our own podcast with me, Misha Hahn, and Catherine Henson. Yikes, yikes.
Am I the only comic that lets their fucking people who work on their show plug their shit too?
I think so.
No one else. I watch these other podcasts, and the
I
other
usually
people
don't because there's like a dozen people going before me, and it's like they're not listening at that.
I let you go last,
I know.
and that's the best. Do you understand? That's
I
the
like
best spot.
we also
The
let
closer.
our
No, I know.
producer.
You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I just know that people are worn out.
Stop
So I
playing with your nuts in front of me, you
well,
weirdo.
I nicked them.
Well, stop. You should get a fucking manscape.
No, Nick.
Oh, you want one, don't you?
Oh, I would. That would be great.
Really?
That was a softball for you.
Oh, you. So tell Manscape.
That'd be great.
Tell them you're the producer of my show and you're a hairy Mexican. Can we trim your nuts
On air.
on there?
I
Not that we
Yes.
see your nuts, but
oh
we'll
yeah,
put
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I can trim your nuts.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
I mean, you'll hide your pee-pee,
Yeah.
but I'll get you fucking peppers.
Add some underwear where
Huh?
they pop out. Yeah,
Yeah. Can I trim them?
sure.
Nice. That's Manscaped. Send a new one. I'm not using mine. I'm so glad I came in, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
I was
too.
like, fuck it, let's just see who's around. And two of the funniest were around, and two of my favorites were around.
I was done. Then he
And-
said, come do this.
Fucking
great.
love it.
Same. I was walking
I was
to the
out of
train.
gas.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys got to make sure you check these guys out. You guys are the best fans in the world. And creepswithkids.com, Patreon, Robert Kelly, do it all. You guys are the best fans in the world. You know what, dude? Let's go home.
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs. Shitty jobs. Shitty